Kimberly here. My last video was about all my helmets, the new helmets that I ordered. And now, today, I'm going to make a video about all the gloves I have. I have them laid out here on my couch. So I'm going to switch over and show y'all. Okay, have them all laid out here on the couch. And my little buddy here. Okay, I'm going to talk about all the different gloves I have. And the reason I have so many gloves is apparently I like to lose gloves because I leave them on my motorcycle and drive off without them. That's happened twice already. I lost one pair at Walmart. I was putting on my helmet. Last thing I put on is my gloves. And I left them in the triple tree. And when I got home, I got off my bike and I started to take my gloves off, and I realized I don't have any gloves on my hands. So I left them on the bike and they flew off somewhere on the way home. And then I was riding again about a month ago, and I took off and I was going to the store just a few blocks from my house, and I realized I didn't have my gloves when I got to the store. And so I was like, oh my gosh, not again. And this is just like a few weeks after I lost the other gloves at Walmart. So I drove back home real slow down the route, and then I saw one in the middle of the street and one was on the further down on the corner. And thankfully I found those gloves, and those were these gloves. That is so weird. These gloves are actually pink and black, but on this video, I don't know if it's showing up, as I'm recording it, it's showing up as like orangey red. And they're actually a little bit brighter pink than this. So that is so strange. That is so weird that they're showing up. So I don't know what they're going to turn out when I view the video, but while I'm doing this right now, I'm looking at the screen. These are like pretty bright pink, but it's just turning out orangey red. That is so strange. Okay. But these are the gloves I'm wearing right now, and they're like leather and textile. They have a little bit of padding on the knuckles right here on the end of the fingertips, and the palms they're not like, well, actually I don't feel any padding. Not really, no. They're just plain leather. And then they've got the little Velcro strap here, which is starting to peel off. I need to like do some repair on this. They're getting kind of worn out there. This one is, yeah, right here you can see the closure, the hook and loop closure right there. There's a fly over here. Okay. So those are the ones I'm wearing right now. But the ones I lost, I loved those gloves. They were just all leather gloves, and they had like a little pink strap kind of braided through that I could tighten up. And they were super, super soft. I had just broken them in. I'd only been using them for a couple months. And I was so upset when I lost them. I was like, oh, so angry. And these were the only other gloves I had, except for a pair of gauntlet gloves. But I haven't worn any gauntlet gloves yet. It's summertime here. It's over 100 degrees almost every day here. Having a little heat wave here. It was like 105 or 6 the other day, and I think it was probably 102 or something here today. It's going to continue to be over 100 for I think the rest of the week here. Welcome to Texas. Okay, well, these are oh, by the way, I have man hands. I'm 5'3", but I have man hands. I wear a size large or extra large in ladies' gloves, depending on the brand, and I wear a size small in men's. Okay, now these right here, I have two that are exactly the same, and I got all these gloves on sale. I ordered all these gloves online, and I got, you know, pretty decent prices on them, and I bought some for backup because apparently I like to lose gloves. I guess it's going to be a thing with me. So I wanted to have some backup gloves. And I ordered these two. They're Scorpion Exo Scrub gloves. One is a large and one is an extra large. These are the extra large. I tried these on. They fit good, actually. These are ladies extra large. And the fingers are a little bit long. I think I got like maybe a third or maybe not quite half an inch, but about a third of an inch little extra room in the fingertips. But they fit good across the palm and everything and the wrist. They actually fit really well. But they're just a little bit longer because I guess they're not loose, but they fit comfortable. And these are the same kind of gloves. They are size large, and they fit perfect. These right here fit absolutely perfect. These are ladies size large. Same brand, Scorpion Exo gloves. And I had actually ordered this pair first with I think another one of these other pair. I don't remember which one. And I ordered the extra large because I always have trouble with gloves because my hands are strangely large. And when I got these, I tried them on, and they were, you know, the fingertips were a little bit long. So the next time that I ordered some, I think I was ordering my helmets or something, and I went ahead and ordered a smaller size in the same kind of gloves because I really love these gloves. I tried them on and they fit so well. They're like made out of neoprene, I guess that's what it is. I'm not sure what it is really. If there's leather on these, I'm not sure. Let me read wow, I can't even read. Yeah, neoprene stretch panel, mesh, and padded panels with a thumb guard. Okay. So I guess it said padded. I don't see where it is. I guess, oh, right here on the palm right there. There's a little bit of padding right there. It's not real thick, but these are like lightweight kind of gloves right here. And they felt really good, really like non-slip type. They felt really, really good. Okay, now these right here are a different brand. These are Thor Women's Large. And they're kind of the same style of gloves like these. They're made out of the neoprene and the rubber, plastic rubber, whatever that is. And these are, yeah, there's no padding on the palm at all. They have the little closure thing. And I did try these, or I think I put one glove on. They fit really well. I really like the way these fit. So, and these right here, the ones that I'm using right now, they fit really good. They were kind of tight and kind of stiff when I first tried them on. And I believe these are ladies. Well, they are ladies, yeah. Size, if I can see. Okay, these are extra large. The ones that I have, these are ladies extra large that I'm currently wearing. And they are, when I first got them, they were really stiff and really tight. But I've broken them in now and they fit, you know, just perfect. Extra large. But as again, like, it depends on the brand. So these are ladies large, and they fit perfect too. So it kind of depends on the brand and the style and the material, whatever they're made out of. And these have leather on them, so there's a lot more leather in these. Or I don't think there was no leather in these right here. But these are kind of stretchy neoprene, so these will kind of stretch, and, you know, they'll be easy to break in if you get a pair of these, like neoprene ones. But leather is the best protection for your skin. You know, if you're wearing a jacket, you can get the abrasion jackets, which now there's so many good type of materials that they can use for abrasion resistant, you know, type of jackets. But leather is probably the best that you can get, especially really thick leather. And I'll go over my jackets one of these days. I have a lot of them, but right now, see, these gloves are a men's size small. So it says right there, men's size small, 8. And these fit, I slipped my hand in one of these, and they fit really good. Typically, the men's gloves will have a little bit extra room in the fingertips, but the width of it is what I need for my hands to fit into gloves. And these are the same kind of like neoprene, stretchy type of, it's got the abrasion resistant material, and their Fly brand, which is I think is a really good brand. And these are very lightweight. I think I got these for like $5. They were marked down, so I got these all on sale. I think these might have been like $10, and I think, or maybe these were $10, and one of these was, I think one was like $14.99 and $10. I don't remember what price, which one was which. But these are super lightweight type of gloves that you can really, they're real easy to break in. They feel really nice. The first day you ride with them, they're not too stiff. Usually on these type of gloves, they're really easy. These were a little stiff because they're leather. Leather gloves are always going to be a little stiffer than the neoprene. You know, the real skin, I like to say second skin type of gloves that are real pliable. But leather's actually the best, I think, protection, because when I was riding my bike and I fell the first time, even though there's no padding on these gloves, I fell, and the first thing that hit the ground were my palms, my hands. I flew forward. I was only going about 4 or 5 miles an hour or something like that. I had slowed down to make a turn into a driveway, and it was like a hairpin driveway. It rained the night before. There was a ton of mud in the crease where the asphalt meets the driveway, and I didn't see it until I was like about 5 feet from the driveway, and I had already committed to the turn, and I wasn't sure if there was a car behind me, but there had been a car that was falling close behind me, and I couldn't see it in my rearview mirror, so I really couldn't tell where they were, and because a second earlier, they were right behind me. And then as I was making that turn, I couldn't see them. But they had flew all the way over to the left lane and turned left off onto a highway access road. So I was like concerned about the car. I didn't want to get rear-ended. And I had already, committed to the turn because I didn't have enough time to even change my mind, because I saw the mud in a split second. And thank goodness I was just going very, very slow. And I thought, well, I'm just going to try to... There was no cars coming down the drive. And it was the drive to my work. And so I kind of went into the other side of the lane and tried to coast over to the curb. I thought, well, I can just try to stop on the curb. And I all of a sudden I just felt my back tires sliding out from under me, like in slow motion, because I was going very slow, and I could tell my bike was going to go down. I was just like, okay, I'm going down, going down. And somehow I magically just landed on top of my bike. As it was going down, I was already on, I slid over the bike, and I could feel it going down to the ground like that. And I knew I was going to hit the ground, and I put my palms out, and I hit the ground with my palms first. And it didn't mess up my gloves at all. And because I didn't slide, I just hit the ground. And then my knee kind of hit at the same time. I had tore a hole in my pants, my work pants, like a little hole. It was like probably about that big. And thank goodness I didn't really hurt myself. It kind of scratched up my knee. There's a little bit of scratching on my knee, and like a little bit of just a very faint bruise on it. And it did hurt for a couple of days later. It actually kind of hurt a little bit when I would bend down. I could walk on it and everything just fine. But it kind of swelled up on the outer side of the knee. And then when I was trying to bend down to pick stuff up, I could feel like it felt like a degloving on the inside, where your skin is pulling away from the muscle. It felt like that for about a good 2 weeks. And then it finally just went away. Thank goodness it wasn't like a serious injury. And I also I talked about this in my helmet video, I think, and I hit the ground with the bottom of my helmet, and it hit pretty hard, and I just kind of sort of rolled up to the top of my forehead, and thank goodness I had a full face helmet on. I have a half helmet, but I really don't know if I'm ever going to wear that now, because I'm thinking more and more about I was so lucky I had that full face helmet on. It would have knocked my teeth out, or maybe even broke my jaw or something. I don't know. And that was about 2 weeks after I got my bike. And I always wear gear. I always wear some boots that either cover my ankle, either riding boots or some kind of like hiking type boots or motorcycle boots. And I do have some motorcycle pants that I ordered. And I'll talk about those one day because of the sizing. I'll go into that. It's a little bit of a story there. So I usually wear just regular jeans or something. I do have some leathers that I have a pair of leather pants and a pair of leather chaps. But I really don't do a whole lot of riding. I haven't worn those yet. And I do wear an abrasion resistant jacket. And I do have a lot of leather jackets. I do have some I got a couple other, I wear one specific jacket right now. But I do have a couple other abrasion resist, type of jackets. And I'll do a video on my jackets one of these days. But let's go on with the gloves. Let's see. These are Gauntlet gloves. They're pretty nice gloves. They're not super expensive, but they are all leather. Like every bit of it is leather. It's got the cuff on them. And they're not super long, but they probably come. Let me see if I can put my hand is right here. So it comes, yeah, I got bruises from my dog. My dog decided to, well, at least the little poke hole is gone where she stuck her tooth. She scratched me and then stuck her tooth in the same where the scab was, but it's finally healing up. And she got a hold of me there. She's a little bit high strung. She likes to nip at me whenever we're out in the backyard. She gets excited. Okay, now, should have been wearing these gloves when I was out there with her, probably. These are really, really nice. They're not too thick, not too heavy. Haven't worn them yet because, like I say, it's really hot here, but these will be great for winter time. And they're not like super thick padded, but I can tell the fingers, they are a little bit padded. The thumb, I don't know, the fingers are like more padded, they got more padding on the fingers. And actually on the back right here, I can feel a little bit of padding there. I don't really feel, it feels not, there's no like real thick padding there on the palms. And the cuff is, it's got a little bit of give to it right here where it can open up for your forearm. And these are men's, so they probably are going to be a little bit floppy on my wrist there. The cuff, I think. But they'll fit. I mean, I have to wear them because of the size of my hands. I can't wear like small women's. So these are men's small. These are from Milwaukee Leather. And I did get these on sale. I think they were, I bought these like, oh my gosh, like about 2 years ago. I think they were like about, they weren't too expensive. I remember maybe something like, they were on sale, so they were probably about $20 or $30. Probably between that price. Because I don't spend a whole lot of money on my gear. I always try to get everything at a good price. I wait for sales. I look for sales online. You can find a ton of gear online on sale. We don't have a cycle gear here. I wish we did where I live at. We have a Harley shop, and we've got a couple of other motorcycle shops here. But the gear is really expensive there, and I typically just order everything online because I get a better price. Now these gloves right here, these are just regular winter, they're not motorcycle gloves. I got these at Walmart. Or actually my sister got these at Walmart, and she didn't like them, she gave them to me. But they're really, nice, thick, good leather. They're winter gloves. They're lined, they're fleece lined. And I would wear these probably in wintertime if it was really cold. And if you don't have the expense for budget for, motorcycle gloves, which, I got these on sale, at a pretty decent price. Like I was saying like 10, and one of them was like $14.99. These are $5. Gauntlets were like between 20 and I'd say $30. Don't really remember. I think these were about $12 or $14. I got them on sale. Got these free because my sister gave them to me. But if you don't have a budget for, motorcycle gloves, these were, I think she got these on sale at Walmart, and they were like, I don't remember, like $7 or $10 or something. They were on sale, and they're, good quality leather. They're nice gloves. And you need something to protect your hands. I would say don't ever ride without gloves, because that's the first thing that usually you're going to hit, or you're going to grind your fingers off. And if you don't have protection, I mean, you're going to really mess your hands up. And especially if you're going fast, if you're going down the highway and you fly off, you may have your boots, your helmet, a jacket. But if you don't have gloves on, going that fast, I mean, you're just going to mangle your hands. So even if you have like just regular leather winter gloves, or even the garden gloves, that thick suede type of garden gloves, that's better than no protection at all until you can get, some proper riding gloves. So for anybody who's a new rider out there that, concerned about gear, gloves are one of the most important things to wear. I'd say next to a helmet, I'd wear gloves, definitely. Because if you mangle your fingers up, grind all the skin off your hand, it's going to take a long time for you to heal. And then you're not going to be able to ride for a while. Or if you could ever ride again. Now these are fingerless gloves. And I did get these on a motorcycle website. But I actually got these for weightlifting, for the gym. But I would never wear these to ride on my bike with, because these are, you know, fingerless, so they offer you almost no protection for your fingers, or they might save your palms, but I mean, it's kind of pointless to wear these on a motorcycle, I think. I do see some people wear things like these, but that's a risk I would think you wouldn't want to take, so I would forget about these for a motorcycle. Instead, just get like some kind of leather gloves, or look online, look at, you know, this, you can catch gloves on sale a lot. They're usually one of the things they usually have on sale a lot, I've noticed when I go to online motorcycle sites. So this is my glove collection, and I'm sure it will whittle down because I'll probably leave them somewhere. Okay, thank you, and thanks for coming to my channel, and y'all have a good night.